Morris here inside the Barclaycard Arena. BAMMA 20 is about to get underway. Don't forget you can check out the fight on Spike TV, and don't forget to check in with us to get all the post-fight interviews to find out what happened.
Andre, you know, we've seen you fight a few times, and it seems the first round is always a bit of it takes you a little time to get going. What was it that kind of lit the fire under your ass coming out into the second? Because you seemed just a little busier, a little hungrier. Was it something that set in the corner, or what caused that change of kind of pace?
I knew I had it in me to go out there and push the pace. I tried to at the start of the first, but you know when you're fresh and he was countering me well with the right hand, catching me with a low kick also, and throwing the kicks to the body. It made it hard for me to push him and get him to stop still. My corner said to me, look Joe, you got to push it. You know what I mean? And they put that foot in my ass and made me go a bit harder. So I knew I had it in me, but my corner was there to push me for training, to push me in that second round. Said to me, Dre, get going. So I had to put it out there, man.
Also, when we caught up with you at Roadhouse, we also did 4D. We also caught up with Jimmy. He said he hadn't seen you as hungry. That the fire had been relit in your belly, almost like it was back in the tough days. Do you feel that that's a fair assessment? And what has reignited your sort of desire to compete?
Obviously, I'm pushing into the second. Well, I'm in the second half of my career, so you know what I mean. I want to go out there. I want to be remembered well. I want to go out and put out there exciting fans for the fights for the fans. Also, any of the losses that I've had in the past, I hold a grudge of them. I definitely feel like I could have beaten those guys that I'd lost to, and it's more of a something personal something for myself to go out there and like redeem myself. So they're the main things that push me.
You know, you lost to him in a kickboxing match, unanimous decision. Is there anything that you took from that bout that you brought into this thinking, you know, that's already helped because I've already faced this guy before?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we felt the range of each other a little bit. We felt the power, the speed, things like that. So we already had a warm-up with it. So it's like going into round 4, 5, and 6 today. So you know, the first fight was kind of like a warm-up fight.
It's kind of one-on-one now. You know, it's like kickboxing win. You know, you've got the MMA win. We're going to have a dance-off to sort this out.
Nah, not quite. I can't dance.
We look at your corner back there in your team. You got a row of killers standing there. You know, a row of killers. How important are they in helping you, one, keep improving, and how important is that Rough House banner on your shirt?
The Rough House is a team thing that we've had going for a long time. You know, guys come and go with it, but we're still a team together. You know what I mean? We stay united. Wayne, he's done an amazing job. You know, like composing an orchestra basically with the team, you know, just moving guys around and just making sure that everyone's being more efficient in the team now. Jim, you know what I mean, he's doing his thing, and he's come on leaps and bounds. I see Jim as the uncrowned champ of BAMMA, you know what I mean. I don't think he lost that fight against Eddie Ellis. I thought he won it. I'd love to see him come back here and compete again. Hopefully BAMMA bring him back soon. But Jim, you know, he's been going over to London shoot, he's been improved as a fighter, as a person, you know, just his whole attitude. He's come on leaps and bounds, and I'd love to see him go back out there and win that title.
You said you were looking to make a statement tonight. You certainly did that. Who are you looking to face next? Is there anyone you've got your eye on?
Well, I thought it was a title eliminator, so I'm assuming we're going to get Mansour. So I'm going to have to get back in the gym, get working, and come back even stronger, ready for him. But I mean, Stapes is in the pipeline as well, so whichever one comes first. You know, like I was in the house with Stapes. It's not an ideal fight. Because obviously we've been close in the house, but business is business.
So you fought in various promotions over the last couple of fights. Are you at home in BAMMA now? Are you going to see yourself over the next couple of fights, or?
I'm very comfortable here with BAMMA. I've got a great relationship with the guys here. So yeah, you definitely see me back here. But the main thing for me is just staying active. I just want to stay active. I've had times in my career where I've been stale. You know what I mean? I went through like 2012, near enough 2013 with like 1 or 2 fights. So, you know what I mean? Last year I was active, and this year I want to stay active.
You know, there's a guy that you've mentioned that you want to fight again, Rob Sinclair. Now under this Spike TV banner, BAMMA obviously on Spike TV and Bellator in America on Spike TV, if they can kind of sort something out between you and Rob Sinclair to, you know, to have that rematch used, is that something that ranks high in your priorities?
Yeah, that'd be at the top of my priorities. Sinclair definitely, because we had a good fight. I respect him a lot as a fighter and as a man. but I'd love to go out there and beat him because I thought I won the first fight. I didn't get quite the decision I wanted, but if you look how the fight finished, I think that summed it up. So yeah, that'll be at the top of my priorities.
It's been very quiet on the Mansour Barnaoui front. You know, there's been a lot of BAMMA's happened since he's defended the title. If not him, and it is Stapes, you said that, you know, it's business, but if it's for the title with Stapes, does that make it even an easier choice for you, as opposed to a non-title fight?
No, fight's fight, you know what I mean, whatever comes. I'm not, you know what I mean, putting too much thought into whether it's a world title, this title, or not a title, you know what I mean, I just want to fight.
One promotion I've got to ask you about is where you fought before, KSW.
Yeah.
They've got a big card lined up for London in October.
Yeah.
Something you might be interested in?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I just want to stay active. So whoever comes to me and offers the right fight, you know, I'll speak to them. Obviously, like I said, I got a good relationship with KSW. I got a good relationship with BAMMA. So it's not about trying to like pick and choose over the people. It's just, you know what I mean, I want to fight more. So, you know what I mean, if I can do it, if I can fight that week, then fight 2 weeks later, fight 4 weeks later, yeah man, as long as I'm healthy, I'll do it.
Have you signed to a one-fight deal with BAMMA, or is it just negotiating?
I'm signed to a 2-fight deal, but we'll have to renegotiate in a contract with a 2-fight deal. I'll do the first fight, the next fight is for the belt that we negotiate.
It looked pretty cool to see, you know, 3 of the original Rumpulse faces out there, you,
4,
Jimmy and Danny, sorry.
Paulie as well come up at the end, and Dean.
Is that the first time you've been together for quite a while in a fight scenario? What did that feel like to have?
It was great. The last time we had a feeling like this, I think was back at BAMMA. Might have been here, the NIA, I think, actually, back in 2011. When I fought Diego Gonzalez and also in Nottingham in 2011. So yeah, it was great, you know, it's like 3-4 years on. So it was amazing to be back here with all the guys, everyone around you. It was an amazing feeling.
The new light heavyweight champ of BAMMA. That's got to sound pretty good. How do you feel about being champ, and can you talk us through what you think the best elements of your game were today?
Feels good, you know, like I train very hard, as I said before. You know, I don't know, man. I train every day. I'm in the gym every day. I train most of my life. You know, I've always been on top of my game. You know, I'm trying. This is what I live for.
Did Brett meet your expectations in there? It seemed like he had a really solid chin. You landed some huge punches on him.
Yeah, it is a titanium chin on this guy. You know. But what you can do, that's not everything. MMA is such a huge game. You need to have a little bit more than a strong hand and a good chin. You know, you have to move, you have to work your ground, you have to different sense, you know, sense of feeling things, and you know, just a good eye. As my coach always saying, what my coach Silvio always saying, you have to have a good eye for what is going on in your cage.
You have a good grappling background. Was the game plan to go in and get a submission?
I always use it. If you watch through my fights, there's grappling all the time. There's grappling over there. I just improve my stand-up, and I do what I do. If there's an opportunity to go down to the floor, I do it. I control that. If you be better than me on the floor, like some of my sparring partners, I prefer to stand up and punch.
You know, we've seen you fight on BAMMA a number of times. We've seen you fight elsewhere, and your improvement, especially since the Max Nunes fight, has been massive. What do you think the biggest strides you've taken in the last sort of 2 or 3 fights have been? Where do you see the biggest improvement in your game?
Footwork. I think footwork. I work footwork with my coach every single day, and that's, as I said, that gives me a sense of feeling a fight. And you know, I think, and the confidence, of course, like training with a good sparring partners gives you the right confidence that you need to fight with the best.
You mentioned you were training with Roger Gracie for this fight. What does he bring to your MMA game, and how good do you think it is for MMA in England that we've got such a decorated Gracie?
You don't have no one for you. That's for sure. Who can match him up? Who would you see him fight?
No, I mean, how good do you think it is for MMA in Britain that we have a Gracie on it?
No, it's great. On the floor, it's like you don't want to be on the floor. It takes him 20 seconds to finish up. What are you talking about? Like, bro, it's a different level, man.
The guy that came into the fight, his hands were pretty low a lot of the time. He was trying to close the distance. Was you surprised at how low his hands
No, I
were?
knew that was his only thing to do. What else would he do? He kicked, like, he kicked me a few times. A low kick, I block it. He tried to kick me in the body, I block it. Try a few things. I checked it. His hands, my hands reach was so much longer, and I use it.
You no longer are looking for a title. You're the champion, and people are going to be looking at you. Where do you think your next competition is coming from? Who do you think your next? Who do you think the next person that is going to try to take that belt from you is?
I don't know what was the hierarchy in BAMMA light heavyweight division. I don't know, man. Whoever matchmaker decide me to fight with, that'd be a good decorated fight. I'd be happy to do it. You know, I want the big fights because big fights pumping you up, you know, and then pushing you up. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I'm still fresh, but I want the big fights.
How important is that piece of gold around your shoulder in validating your career?
It's a statement of my career, you know, like, I deserve it. I believe I deserve it. I work very hard. And yeah, this is where I am now.
And you also talked about, you know, you've got a family, and your family over here, you know, the sacrifices that you have to make in order to be where you are worth it with that gold around your waist.
I want them to know who we are. I have two sons, and I know to know who they are. We are the champions, you know, since the very early beginning, you know, like we're training hard, and I believe maybe one day the next generation of my family going to take over.
It was an awesome night of fights at the BAMMA Arena. BAMMA 20 has come to a close. The fans were awesome, the fights were awesome. Don't forget to check out the post-fight interview.